Hey, good morning to you, and welcome along to Airshow World. Of course, you're with Stu Bear. Who else would it be? And you can probably tell the title. That probably gives it away. Nice and early this morning down here at Lakenheath. So good morning to you, and welcome along. And hopefully we'll bring you some F-15s, maybe an F-16 and an F-35, who knows? Hey, but it's if you're watching this at the moment, it's bright and early, and please put a message into the chat and we'll say hello. How are you? And so I'll be fairly quiet at the moment. The aircraft are literally just starting up right now. It's a Thursday morning, Thursday the 23rd of June, and it's around about 9 minutes after 8 o'clock here. That's British summertime in the United Kingdom. And if you want to join us, say hi in the chat room. It'd be great to say hello to you. And we're going to say hello to a couple of people right now. We're going to say hi to Santa. Carl Shield, good morning everyone. He says, Mighty 52. And also, hey, we've got Neil Bash, new Rail Basher. Let's get it right. Morning Stu, right back to it. Just finished coffee at Watford Gap. He is driving around in that truck in the UK today. Have a great day. And he's just having a brew. And who else have we got? We have Spitfire RAF 100, Colin Hill, and Mr. Cooper. Good morning again, Stu. Don't forget your coconut tea. Yep, I know what you mean. Coconut trees, but coconut tea, love it. Yes, absolutely. Don't forget, hey, while we're sort of just gathering together, gathering our thoughts, yes, hands together. Don't forget, Stu Bear is sponsored by the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, and hey, we give you something, and it's 15% off every single order. So if you like your tea and coffee, they really are absolutely fantastic. They're based, would you believe, in Kent, Pluckley in Kent, and they've got over 1,000 different types of teas or coffees. So check them out. The link is under this video right now. You may have to click on more, and then you can see the link. Click on that, it'll take you straight to it. And to get the 15% off, you just use that voucher code, which is AIRSHOW, AIRSHOW, and remember, it's all uppercase. And you get reward points as well. So hey, you're helping Airshow World as well. It's a no-brainer. If you like your tea and coffee, check them out. Over 1,000 different types. Right, keep the messages coming in. CV22 Osprey, good morning, Stu. It says, what is the location you are streaming from at Lakenheath? I'm down at 06 end. Okay, right by the pointing the camera through the fence. So it's not going to be. It's because it's so high, you'd never be able to get over the fence. I'll probably get in trouble anyway. Yes, that's whereabouts I am, because it looks like they're using 06 today. The wind is from the east, so that's why I'm down here, and it's lovely and quiet. And good morning from Finland. That's, I think that's Kenyan. Hello. And Sam Tweedale is also with us. Good morning, one and all. And so keep the messages coming in, and we'll hopefully be able to bring you some action fairly soon. If I go quiet, you'll be able to hear the aircraft right now. So they're just powering up right now. Early start to get down here, set off around about 20 past 6 this morning on the Bearmobile. No problems today, and got back. It was an absolutely beautiful morning to tootle round here, because as regular viewers, and if you joined us last night, of course, I'm staying down at Mildenhall, and it's not too far at all down here to Lakenheath. So I'll be here probably for a couple of hours this morning while the aircraft are departing, and then a little later I'll be hightailing it back to Mildenhall, and we'll bring you a show a little later in the day from Mildenhall. Hey, see how we look after you. And Greg Mottram is with us. He says, morning there in the UK. It's 5 p.m. here in Sydney, Australia. Wow, that's great. Good too, and thank you for putting the message in. Always good to know where people are from. Santa says, what is it, the viewing area? No, it's literally just, I think it's on a public footpath. It's right next to the fence. It goes all the way. You've got the Warren slightly over to the left of where I am, and I'm literally just looking through the fence. Chris, hello Chris, says, morning Stu, good morning to you. Lewis, hello to Lewis as well. Lewis says, good morning mate, hope you're doing well. Doing very well, thank you, and thanks for asking. Stephen Merchant, what type of aircraft are we likely to see today? Or okay, well, F-15s, because that's the main aircraft based here, but also they have F-35s, and also we have some visiting aircraft at the moment for an exercise that's on, and that is 4 F-16s they have here at the moment. They came in a couple of days ago, and also 2 Norwegian F-35s. So let's hope we get to see a few of those today. More aircraft powering up, so it'll be a few minutes before they start to taxi out, but thought I'd go live right now, just as they started the engines up, so we could get a few people gathering and put you in the picture, and also so that I can say hi to all you fantastic folks before things start to get busy. We hope. We hope. Eric 2020 says, good morning Suffolk, and he's over in the Netherlands. Great to have your company. Mike B is also there. Good morning everyone from an increasingly grey and wet Havant. Hey, that's down in Hampshire. Well, it's supposed to be pretty good here all day. Supposed to be. We will see. But it is clouding over at the moment. But it's supposed to be partly sunny weather today, and around about 26 degrees. So Santa, whereabouts are you? I know some parts of the UK are going to get some rain today. You're down at Mildenhall then. Good morning from Mildenhall. That's it. I shall be back at Mildenhall just a little bit later. And from New Zealand today we have Nigel. A very good, we'll say good evening to you, because that's what it is over there in New Zealand. Good morning from me though. Stephen Marchant, hello, big thumbs up, and with aeroplanes as well. He's got a Union Jack, top man. So I think Lewis is down there at Mildenhall. Are you staying at Mildenhall, or is that where you live there, Lewis? Because as I said, I'll be back there just a little later this morning. Well, hopefully we'll see you later there, Lewis. So while we're waiting for the aircraft to start to taxi out, if you know where to share the video, don't you, hey? So if you can share the video around all your favourite places, let the folks know that the bear is in town right here at Lakenheath. And the more, I'm sure quite a few people will certainly enjoy watching what we have to bring you this morning. Hopefully we'll get them taxiing out and taking off. So that's what you can expect just a little later. You live in a village just near Mildenhall. Thank you, Lewis. Lucky man. Hey, getting to hear those aircraft, or seeing them as well. Michael Webber, hello. Yay, finally a stream from Lakenheath. Well, I hope you're going to enjoy it. I did say last night if yeah, wind in the right direction and all that sort of stuff, me feeling okay and yeah, having the inclination to get over here, I would try to get to Lakenheath first thing this morning, and I was here very, very early, and I've just been having a quick brew, bit of the coconut tea, and having a quick bite to eat just while I was waiting for the engines to start up. They're not taxiing yet, but I'm sure you can hear them certainly starting their engines. So it sounds like you've got a little bit of rain down the southern, very far southern part then, down, said it's spitting of rain down there in Airfield, and it's raining down there in Hampshire. Yes, I think there's a bit of wet weather going through the southern part of the country at the moment. I mean, we are sort of, well, not quite southeast, but we're heading that way, not too far from Cambridge, where Lakenheath is, but it's slightly more east. Dumont is from Ireland. Hi, great to have your company. Thank you for joining us. And if you're just watching this now, and hey, if you haven't already subscribed to Airshow World, please do, because then don't forget to hit the little bell icon. You know what I'm going to say. That thing gives you the notifications when the bear is actually live, and I'll be on and off throughout the day today, so as I said, be heading back to Mildenhall just a little bit later after the aircraft have taken off from here. I may get some landing as well. We'll just see how it all pans out this morning, but certainly do that, and it's absolutely free, of course it is. And not just that, within 1 minute after subscribing, you'll be able to take part in the chat room, and I'll say hi to as many folks as I can, like Carl Whitaker. Hi Stu, I'm watching from Doncaster. Very good morning. What's the weather like in Doncaster? Let us know. Interested to see what's going on. Thank you very much there, Lewis. Have yourself a great day. No doubt Lewis is off to work because it's around about either that or school, I don't know. It's just after 8:20 on a Thursday morning. It is the 23rd of June. I love saying that. 23rd of June, my favourite month, May, June. Love it so much, especially if we get some nice weather as well. It's an absolute bonus. What a gorgeous evening it was last night, doing the live show from Mildenhall until around about 10:15. And hey, by the way, if you were watching last night, after I went offline, I did get an Osprey coming back in. I'll show you that just a little later. Is that an American fire truck? You bet, yeah. Lots of American vehicles here, all here, because it's US Air Force Base, and possibly a little later going along the taxiway, look out for some huge, massive trucks. The typical American type of massive, massive trucks. Chaz Gisby, good morning, Stu, and all from Mid Wales. He's got the sunshine as well. Fantastic. Love Mid Wales. Matt Val, good morning all. I live around RAF Coltishall. Oh, that was great, wasn't it? I used to love going to Coltishall. Hoping for these beasts to fly around over there. What a beautiful place, Coltishall, if you've ever been round there. If not, wow, beautiful. It's in the Norfolk Broads, and it is beautiful. You've got Wroxham just down the road from there, and super place. I remember years ago, that was one of the first places that I did recycled there from, believe it or not, from near Derby, and went there cycled all the way there, did a cycle holiday all the way round, and the first port of call was Coltishall, and I didn't know about the aircraft back in those days. I didn't know about RAF Coltishall, and wow, greeted by all these Jaguars just as we got close to that beautiful, gorgeous village. Hey, and what's that? Nick S, thank you so much. He's put a really lovely donation. Hi Stu, a little something for lunch. Thanks for the stream, watching from sunny Shrewsbury. Well, love you to bits. Thank you so much. That means a lot. If you don't mind, I will put that donation into the diesel collection, okay, for the so I can get the van around the country. A lot of travelling, and as I'm sure you realise at the moment, it is costing a fortune to fill the tank up. £160 approximately to fill that big vehicle. Matt Val says he lives in the old bases, which is now called Badersfield. Mr. 04. Good morning to you. The weather in Doncaster is nice and dry and sunny. I miss going to Waddington Air Show. Yeah, me too. Gosh, it'd be about that time now, wouldn't it? This weekend, I think it's the Lincolnshire show, and then usually Waddington Air Show always used to follow just after, the week after. It always used to be the end of June, beginning of July. And for the people who are really observant, you can see on your screens right now an aircraft taxiing around the bank. So it's going to do a little circuit round and then head towards the pan over there. So let's keep our eyes on that. And this is absolutely live. To prove the point, it's just coming up to 25 minutes past 8 on this Thursday, 23rd of June. You're with Stu Bear in the chair from Air Show World. Great to have your company. Thank you for joining me this morning. Don't forget, keep on sharing the videos right now and let the folks know that, hey, you can watch it, and you can also look on your virtual radar servers. I don't know if they're going to show, but anyway, let's go quiet for a little while so you can see and hear. Hey, well, that's good to hear. Michael Webber is enjoying this before the local music festival later today. Talking of music festivals, of course, it's Glastonbury, isn't it, this particular weekend? How many American bases do we have in England, asks the question. That's Santa asking that question. Well, of course, we've got, as far as flying aircraft are concerned, we have where we are right now, Lakenheath and Mildenhall. There is other bases around as well, but not with aircraft. And Cole Shill, he says, well, over there in Dublin it's cloudy and misty. Okay, well, we don't want that over here. But as we said earlier, some parts of the country, they are going to get a bit of rain today. It's not due to rain here down at on this part of the world, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Phil Tovey, hello Phil, always good to see you. And that's my good friend, he's down there in beautiful Warwick, and famous for, of course, Warwick Castle. And just a few miles from there is that very famous place, hey, because of Shakespeare. That's Stratford upon Avon. Now that is a beautiful place. It's, wow, certainly a place to go and visit. And a lot of Americans certainly go there throughout the summer, and very touristy. I'm going in the beginning of August for a couple of days. And of course, will it be, hello, we've got one of our little friends there. There we go. Where is it? There we go. It's come up to say hello. All right, well, what's going on then? Oh yeah, oh, it's those noisy F-15s waking us up. All right, hey, don't you know I sleep normally in the daytime? That's what he's thinking. I always remember back in, when was it? Back in April when I was down here. We had, there was lots of those hares, and there was about 5 or 6, literally, as we're pointing at those F-15s, and they were all fighting, and it was a great sight. I've showed it a couple of times on the shows before. Talking of the show, don't forget, tomorrow night between 7 and 8 o'clock, it's a Friday Night Live with Stu Bear. Make sure you join us for that. We'll be looking at a few videos we've taken this week, but mainly concentrating on last Saturday's air show down at Duxford. It certainly was there, Santa. He says, I heard there was a little incident at Duxford. Yes, on the Sunday, the pleasure flight aircraft, the Dragon Rapide, as it was coming in, the nose went into the grass, right? Nobody was hurt. That's the most important thing. And it was one of the pleasure flights. And that goes up, takes the people up and what have you. And so, important thing, nobody was hurt, and it was before the air show started, so they had plenty of time to be able to get it craned off and moved. So that was on the Sunday. I was there on the Saturday, but Steve was there on the Sunday, and he took some photographs. So not on this Friday's show, but probably next Friday I'll show you a photograph of it. But, right, Eric, 2020, US Air Force currently operates RAF Fairford. Of course, Fairford. Got all about Fairford. I'm too busy thinking about this place. of course, I'll be at Fairford in a couple of weeks. So make that 3. So 3 bases for aircraft, plus, of course, the other bases where military people are actually working at. So thanks for that, Eric. How could I have complete an Alconbury? That was closed, absolutely. But how could I have totally, yeah, top of the head, completely forgot about Fairford, my favourite place for an air show. They certainly do there, Carl Whitaker. East Kirkby. Now that's in Lincolnshire, just near the Wolds, Lincolnshire Wolds. Again, I say this about all places, beautiful, and it really is wonderful around there. And I will be there as well, doing some filming at East Kirkby. Looking forward to that big time. And the special thing about East Kirkby, that's where they are restoring Just Jane. Just Jane? What's Just Jane? Well, Just Jane is a Lancaster, and that's what they are hoping to get that back in a few years' time to actually flying. It would be brilliant. Of course, everything, like all of these restorations with aircraft, it's all down to, it costs a lot of money. Hey, so if you've got a lot of money, hey, and put it towards a worthy cause like that, and also if you're very, very rich, hey, buy or put a lot of money towards that wonderful. It's so sad to hear that over at Yeovilton, it looks like they cannot afford to restore the Sea Vixen. What an absolute tragedy. Probably remember, in fact, I've got the very last air show that did, well, last display that did at Duxford a few years ago. It came in, did an unbelievable display, then went back to Yeovilton, had a hydraulic failure, I think that's what it was, couldn't get the gear down, had to land belly up, and of course so much damage has been caused to that absolute classic beautiful aircraft. But I've got the video of that on Airshow World just before that actually happened. So many people have said, I think it's titled something like, oh, I don't know, last display before the crash, yeah? So many people have put really rude comments saying, where's the crash? Where's the crash? Well, hey, read what the actual title says. But there we go. Some people, that's all they want to see. Where's the crash? Gosh, no, I want to see the aircraft flying. And Mason B. Morning, Stu, from a sunny West Lancashire. Well, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining us. And of course, yeah, you can get tickets for that particular air show we were just talking about. It's and the great thing about supporting that and buying your tickets is some of that money is going towards restoring Just Jane. So what a great worthy cause, and it's this will be the first time that I've actually done the air show at East Kirkby. I was there a couple of about a month ago, and it really is a great place just to go for the day. And if you're lucky, I was there on the Tuesday, and while I was there, I got to see Just Jane taxiing out. And also, if you'd like to go in the Lancaster, you can pay to go, and as I said, all that money, all the profits, should I say, because it costs a lot to run, as it taxis round, any profits will go to hopefully restoring it to flight in a few years' time. That's a good plug, isn't it, hey? F-16s, they're not out yet, but I'm keeping my eyes open that, hey, if they're going to go this morning, you'll get to see them. I actually stayed overnight at East Kirkby, and a friend of mine, he said, "Oh yeah, hey, you down there, Stu?" He sent me this village and this video. I didn't watch it till the next morning. Apparently the place is haunted. Have a look at it. It's a fantastic. It's on YouTube, and just do a search for the From the Watchtower, I believe it's called. You have to type in East Kirkby Watchtower. But I said, if you don't mind, I'll if it's a ghost story, I'll watch it the next day. And there's a pub just round the corner called the Red Lion, and that's a pub certainly to visit. It's got lots of memorabilia and also carvings on the table and what have you of pilots before they actually went out and in the war, and of course so many of them never returned. Michael Webber is keeping us informed. There is an RC-125 about to go airborne at Mildenhall. Okay, well, I'm looking in that direction. It's not far away. I'd be able to see it once it takes off. So what have we got? We have, well, there's two F-15s that we're looking at right now, and there's another two just to the left that we saw taxiing out a few minutes ago. We've got our good friend SHGP Media. Of course, SHGP, you always get that. Yeah, it says, I got those sort of comments on the Buccaneer vid complaining it didn't take off despite the video titled Fast Taxi Runs. We get that with the fast taxi runs that James has taken down at Bruntingthorpe. Oh, that's the boss man over there, is it? Let's have a look. Has it got the special tail? Well, if the weather is good down in Wales, because they're telling me the weather's good there, they could be heading in that direction. So look out the Mac Loop. So if you're up the hill in the Mac Loop and you're watching this, it's a pretty good heads up for you, especially if you hear them saying they're going down the Lichfield corridor and they're going low level in LFA 7. Oh, that's just the nature of it there. SHGP, water off a duck's back. That's the way to think about it, hey? When you do a video and put a video out, you do it for yourself, okay? Keep doing what you believe in. And same for anybody else. If you take your videos and you put it on a YouTube or open on social media or a photograph, especially for the youngsters out there, hey? If you do any videos or photographs, you do what you enjoy. I mean, it's nice if somebody gives you, says, oh, now if you try this setting, but sometimes, yes, as SHGP, sometimes some people can be a bit stern and what have you. But hey, my motto is, always be nice. If you've got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. I think that's the best policy. But yeah, sometimes I do certainly think, especially with emails and texts and things on social media, you can write something and sometimes it gets taken totally out of context. Unlike when you're speaking to somebody, you put in emphasis into the words, so I'm sure it's not always meant that way. I know I've done it before. when I've been live, I've sent messages to people, and they're going, "Oh, that's a bit," because you don't mean to be like that at all, but that's how it is sometimes with a message. You can't, as I'm talking now, you can't put the emphasis and explain. Hey, that's Gazlander. He says, thanks for the stream today. I'm missing jet noise. Well, we're going to bring you some real loud action in just a moment. You can hear it. It's like getting louder and louder into a crescendo. That's what it feels like, isn't it, eh? It's building up. Point to the camera, the sun is literally above, quite high in the sky, obviously it's time of year, but we're pointing the camera where the sun is, so that's why it's a little bit not as clear as it would be later in the afternoon. So where are these guys going? Are they coming over to the last chance area, or is it going straight up? We will see. It looks like you're going to go straight for it, so take it away. So we're going to keep, are we going to keep count today, hey? So that's 2 just took off. I always end up losing count anyway, so I'll get SHGP to do that, keep a count. So that's 2 just gone. Just some dude with the NATO E3 over the North Sea, right? Okay. Matt Val, OMG, whoosh, they say. Ian Allsop says, what, are you down at the forest entrance, or are you asking me the question? Is that where I am? If you're asking me, no, I'm down 06 end, opposite end. Lee Bridge, hi. Why do American fighters not show up on plane fighter? They sometimes do. Just all depends if they've got it switched on or not. Also hi to Bob. Let's have a look as another F-15 starts to taxi. Is it coming over the other side for the last chance? Checks or going straight out? We will see in just a second. And we have 3 F-15s coming over this side. And they'll probably shake hands as the other 2, as you can see, they're getting ready to take off. Meanwhile, let's move the camera back over here. You see even more F-15s all coming out. Don't forget, there's F-16s here as well. We might see those, and there's F-35s. So on the tally, are we still keeping count? That makes it 4. I normally start to lose count when we get to about 6. And if we get past 10, well, I have to take my shoes and socks off then, so I can count even further. Let's see how many we're going to get. And another F-15 comes over to this side. So they're just waiting over here. And if we go back, you can see the guys going round doing the final checks. Let's have a look what else is taxiing around the back. We're looking for it. Aha, is that? That's an F-35 coming our way. So you're going to see an F-35 as well, and let's hope we get to see some F-16s. So then, SHGP, are you keeping count? How many is that we've had? Is that 8? And also add to that, was it 2? No, 4 F-35s. But he's better at keeping count than me. I'm too busy concentrating on getting these filmed for you. And yet, still more are taxiing out. The time just after 9 AM on the 23rd of June. It's a Thursday morning right here with Stu Bear from Airshow World. A very, very good morning to you. Don't forget, take part in the chat room. As always, the golden rule is always make sure it's respectful to everybody all the time. And of course, if I see the message, I will give you a mention. Even if you just want to say hello, hi to somebody. Looking out for, we are trying to spot F-16s. We've got some more. Are they F-30? Yep, some more F-35s heading round the back. Come on, bring on those F-16s. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat and see what we're all about, what we're up to. Just some dude says there's a presider north of the North Sea. Excuse me for a moment. Lee Bridge. Good morning to you as well. Let's go right down to the list and see who else we got. Mark Webster. Hey, big wave back to you, young man. How are you this morning? Bright and early this morning there, Mr. Webster. Set off from Mildenhall right about 20 past 6 this morning. Beautiful, beautiful short trip over here. It's no idea. Well, I think we're probably up to about 9 or 10 F-15s and 4 F-35s, but we have another 2 F-35s now, so 4, that's 6. That's a good question there, Nicholas. Do you ever do a RAF Mildenhall show? Wow, I've got so many old Mildenhall shows. Have a look on the first page of Airshow World YouTube channel. You'll find lots, and but quite often on a Friday night, because I do a Friday night 60-minute show every Friday between 7 and 8 o'clock UK time, and I do a feature, and it's called Classic Air Shows, and so many times I've featured classic aircraft from the Mildenhall air shows, so look out for those. But there's loads, there's over 1,000 different videos you will find on there, and there's lots of Mildenhall. Do you know what, John Bolland? I've lost count as well. I think we're up to about 10. So we've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 F-15s. That's a good number. And 15, 16, 17. Because there's another 2 over the other side doing the final checks. So that should make around about 17, 18, something like that. F-15s took off. And 2, 6 F-35s approximately. Let's have a quick look. Anything else taxiing around at the moment? Well, there's a white van man over there, and no sign of F-16s at the moment. They came out to play yesterday, and I'm a poet and I didn't even know it, at around about, I don't know if they went up in the morning, early part of the morning. I got down here around about 9:30. But they did go up around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There was F-16s, but I'm certainly hoping we get to see them this morning. We will see. Okay, I'm going to be here for this morning launch, and then heading back over to Mildenhall. So make sure you've got the you subscribe to Airshow World if you like this sort of thing, and you've got the notifications working, because I'll be on and off hopefully throughout the day. Hello from New Caledonia, that's TG. A very good morning from my good self Stu Bear at Airshow World at Lakenheath. Chaz, hello Kaz, just passing over Ryder. Oh, so certainly heading to Wales then. Nice one. Aaron, hello Aaron. How hot would that runway get? Well, I'd imagine the... Oh, do you mean with the afterburners as they're going up? I really don't know. That's an interesting question. I know that runway must have been red hot yesterday afternoon because it was a scorcher down here. Rushden area, whereabouts is that? Is that in Lincolnshire? Anyway, Stephen Billings says that's where the red arrows are going to be around about 10 a.m. Is this live? You bet your bottom dollar. That's Ely 4CP. To prove the point, it's around about 11 minutes past 9 on a Thursday morning, the 23rd of June 2022. And thank you for asking. Yep, it's live. Unless you're watching this on a replay. Morning, says Carl Lyons. Morning, Airshow World. I just got woken up by an F-15 over Derby. Haha, they're going down the Lichfield corridor. Certainly sounds like you could have a treat if you are down in the Mac Loop. Carl Whittaker says, hi Stu, Armed Forces Day on Saturday. And who else can we say hello to? Well, we mentioned our good friend Mark Webber Webster. Tom C is also with us. And we have aircraft taxiing over the other side. That's where they do their final checks. And then quite often they come over here for a short while. Or sometimes a very long time, and then they taxi out onto the runway for takeoff. Let's see where this one is going, or these 1, 2, 3. If we don't get to see the F-16s this morning, I will show you from the video camera of them taking off from yesterday. Okay, so if we don't get to see them this morning, you will get to see F-16s. Anyway, these ones, direct takeoff. Now you notice these, no afterburners, so just compare So yes, back to what I was just saying. They didn't use the afterburners, so on the next, let's hope this one uses the afterburners, and just compare to the takeoff point and the rate of climb. Okay, so that's something for you to look out for on the hopefully the next aircraft that take off. There isn't any more ready to go over the other side doing the final checks, but we still have this one on this side. Tom C says, great stuff Stu, but have to stay loyal to number 3 squadron. Where where my son is based. Can't beat the typhoons. Oh, don't we love the typhoons, hey? I must get over to Coningsby and hey, do some filming there. I've not been this year yet. Missing it. Certainly love the typhoons. But what some great unbelievable, I don't know, I've lost count. Are we up to 20? Must be up to around about 20 F-15s that have taken off, and also I think around about 6 F-35s. So that's a pretty good show for this morning, I can tell you. And no sign of F-16s coming around yet, but as I said, if we don't get to see them this morning live, I will show you some from yesterday afternoon. Xavier Forbes, nice to see you. Right, yep. Don't worry, these aircraft, they're not going off to do anything like that, Mr. Forbes. They're just out on an exercise. That's what they're doing. And a lot of these are flying low level, going hopefully for the guys who are down in the Mach Loop. And at the moment there's an actual exercise in the UK, and so that's what it is. It's just a it's just a walk in the park. It's morning exercise, you know, going out. That's pretty much what I was doing this morning. I'm down here getting my daily exercise, loving it, making me feel good. And making me feel good as well is our fantastic good friend, and we got to see her yesterday together with her partner. That's Hannah F, saying good morning all. The best way to start the morning is with a few aircraft. Too right. And a sunny smiley face as well. And we got to meet them yesterday. They came over to Mildenhall and had that long drive back down south. Got stuck in traffic on the M25, nothing worse than that. But it was marvellous to see you. Thank you so much for sending me a message. Let me know you was at Mildenhall. Hey, and I did say if I I would try to get over to Lakenheath this morning, and I certainly made it. With the sun and blue skies we had first thing this morning, it was an absolute, one of those mornings to treasure. You know, I just loved it. This time of year, I just love, if we get a really hot, warm spell like we've had, but one of those evenings where it stays warm and it's really warm in the mornings, because the temperature did drop down to around about 10 degrees last night. But when we get those really beautiful hot summer nights and it gets light early, I just love getting out and about and seeing the sunrise. I tell you, you've never been in love until you've seen the sunrise behind the Home for the Blind. Work that one out if you can, okay? Anybody that knows their music. What's that quote from? What song is that from? You've never been in love until you've seen the sunrise behind the Home for the Blind. Nick says, are you staying at Johnsfield, Stu? Certainly am. That's where I'm staying. I'll be back there in just a short while. Well, it's very close there, Nick. I can't give you that one because it's not the Smiths. Very close though. Come on, guess again. How's the leg? It's killing me. Yep, Nick, no, it's not. Yes, it's Morrissey. Well, you could say the Smiths, couldn't you? Because he was the lead of the Morrissey. I love that record. The First of the Gang, that's the song. There you go, you're singing that to yourself right now, aren't you? And I always sing that to myself, where Hector was the first of the gang. Yes, when I see the sunrise, I always sing that song. So get Alexa to play it. Barry Wright. Hello, Barry. Hi, Stu. They normally use the afterburners when they have the drop tanks fixed, as they burn a lot of extra fuel. Thank you for that. That's much appreciated. Hey, what a mine of information you folks are. Matt Cat Lady, hey, you notice I always say her name with a big smile in my voice, because she loves cats. I love cats. I love all animals. Fruit Loops. You Fruit Loop. Hey, he says, good morning from Chicago. Good morning from Chicago, Illinois, USA. Great to see you. Chris Coleman. Hiya. He says to Matt Cat Lady. Hey, everybody's starting to wake up this morning. What a great way to wake up, with some F-15 noise, F-35s, and a lot of fire trucks going by. There we go. They've got the blue lights ablaze. So where are they going to? They're appearing from everywhere. So quite possibly somebody is, one of those F-15s has probably got a little bit of a problem. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Unless they've gone over to that F-15. It's in your head, isn't it, Nick? Yes, with a bullet in his gullet. Yep. Morrissey, love him. It's 3:20. Make it 3:22 now, shall we? Over there in the USA CST time. I was sleeping, but someone else woke me up. So I just decided to stay awake. All right, well, hey, you're live with the bear in the UK, down here at Mildenhall. Thank you for, hey, don't have it too loud, hey? We don't want the whole household being woken up to the sound of Stu Bear going crazy from Lakenheath and the sound of F-15s. So they're certainly giving that F-15 a bit of a looking over. See, that's why they've all come across. I don't know what it's about. I've got no, we haven't got Fred the Ted with his radio and what have you. When Fred the Ted's about, he sometimes, he's a bit of a bad lad sometimes. He has his radio a little bit too loud and it picks it up. But we know all about that. But he sort of gives me a few snippets. But he's not here. The bear's got his Billy No Mates today. There's not a soul around. It's all quiet on the western side. Morning from Bryce Norton, says Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Thank you for joining our good selves right here. Fabulous bunch of folks all watching. And if you've never subscribed to Airshow World, hey, come on, do it right now. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and you'll be able to take part in the chat room. And it's all totally free, and within 1 minute you can put a message in. All I ask, and it's a simple thing to ask, is that you're respectful to everybody. And the usual thing, hey, if you've got nothing nice to say nothing at all. That's the way to live your life. Be a nice, good person. That's we don't want anybody to be upset. Stacy says, good morning, lovely people. Hi, Stu. Hope you're all well this morning. I've just tuned in and on my second favourite subject is showing the F-15s and fire engines. Loving it. Well, yeah, you got a few fire engines, quite a lot actually. Oh, he's got a bit of a problem over there, hasn't he? But if you've missed the F-15s from earlier, we've had 20, at least 20 takeoff, plus around about 6 or maybe 8 F-35s. We've lost count. We've seen so much in the last hour and a half or thereabouts, but we haven't seen the F-16s yet. But don't you fear, if we don't see them, you will see them from yesterday. I will show you direct from the video camera. Kevin says, is this normal activity or this morning or something going on? Well, there's just an exercise. That's what it's all about. They're just gone up. There's an exercise going on, but there'll be some aircraft doing their bit, probably going through the Mach loop and low-level flying or whatever. So, but yeah, it's just a normal work day for the US Air Force. That's what it is. Morning, just subscribed. That's Andrew Lilly, I believe it is. And so thank you. Had a lovely few days last year camping under RAF Lakenheath flight path, watching the typhoons. Loving your content. Thanks. Well, loving to know that you've subscribed to Airshow World. Thank you very much. Keep on subscribing, everybody. It's and don't forget that bell icon, because if you do that, you'll know that later on when I'm live again, because I'll be hightailing it back to Mildenhall just a little later. Good morning from Greece. Oh, that is TSO Toastflip, whatever. You know who you are, and I know who you are, because you're in Greece. And wow, I bet you got beautiful sunny weather over there, hey? It's clouded over here at Lakenheath, but it's still lovely and warm. It's a gorgeous day. And tweak mode, where they are, it's 10:27, and so they're 1 hour in front. So he's probably in what, France, Spain, Belgium. Let me know where you are. RV Travelling Bear, I like that one. Just subscribe. Thanks for the content. Greetings from Perth, Western Australia. So then, RV Travelling Bear, are you actually, is that, we call them motorhomes. You guys in the States and probably Australia call them recreation vehicles. So is that what you do? You just travel around and what have you? Oh, you can't beat that. That's what I love. Wherever I lay my hat, that's my home at the moment. And what a great way to live. Morning everyone from Bicester. That's Tim Roberts and Kevin. Hello Kevin. He's looking forward to the Royal International Air Tattoo. Around about the, I'll be down there from around about the 13th, something like that, of July. Powering down. Hey, it's going to go very quiet. Listen. It's gotten very quiet, as you can hear. If you've missed anything, just rewind the video a little bit, because boy oh boy, you'll see there's been a lot of action so far this morning. It's been mega busy. So I can't hear any other aircraft actually powered up at the moment. But what I'm going to do right now, hey, I did promise. There is F-16s here. And with a little bit of luck, I'm going to go into the chocolate box of videos in this video camera. What you're going to see, it's straight off the video camera that I recorded yesterday. Okay, so it's not been edited, and we'll have a look at those F-16s if I can find them. Took so many videos yesterday, and also we might see some beautiful sunsets from last night down at Mildenhall. Don't forget, I'll be down at Mildenhall just a little bit later. So remember, if you're watching this, please subscribe to Airshow World. It's absolutely free, and within a minute you can take part in the chat room, but also you'll know when I'm actually live again later, providing you click the little option, the bell icon that says get notifications. All right, you know all that though. Hey, you do YouTube, you know. Let's get in there. Let's see those F-16s. Just bear with the bear, see if we can find them. And you're back with the bear live from Lakenheath, and what we were just looking at there, because the F-16s haven't come out to play just yet, but of course, as I told you at the start of that particular item. I filmed those yesterday afternoon, around about 2 o'clock-ish, something like that. And yeah, as we suspected with all those F-15s, chances are, hey, you roll the dice and as many as you can, some of them have got to go through the Mach loop, and it certainly looks like some folks down in the hills have been treated this morning to some going through the Mach loop. What's the Mach loop? Well, it's the low fly zone in it's called LFA 7. It's in North Wales. It's near Dalgety, and you've got Dalgety on the top. Lower down you've got McCunklis, hence that's why it's called the Mach loop. And not because, I mean, some people have said a few times, oh, does that mean they're going at Mach 1 or whatever? It's because of McCunklis. That's the little town at the the southern part. Okay, the north, you've got Dalgety. Down the let me think, sort of the western end, you've got where they turn Corris. And so that's the area to look. Okay, so look around there. Or I get so many people saying, where's the Mach loop? Where's the Mach loop? Okay, well, your best way to find out is just type into Google. That's what I normally say. I said, hey, just Google it. All the information's there. Great place. Fighter Town, UK. You know what? The other day I was back at Mildenhall, and yeah, I was thinking that myself. Yeah, Top Gun style, Fighter Town, UK, Lakenheath, it certainly is. Who have we got? We've got Lyle Brink, morning from Anchorage, Alaska. Hey, that's good to know you're with us today. And rivet joint on flight radar at Mildenhall. Okay, that's Neil Rail Basher. Hey, hope you're not having too many greasy breakfasts there, new Rail Basher. He drives his truck around the country here in the UK. And I think last night he was over my part of the world, over in Derby. But hey, safe driving, my boy, and keep putting the messages in. It's fantastic to know you're watching and supporting Airshow World. Thank you. Malcolm Janes, hello, my man. How are you? And who wants to come and say hello to? Richard Bryce, and he's over there. I think it was Texas. You said when I was looking through the list. I will double check though. Bob, let's see, Bob something or other, Rex. Quick question, are these squadrons entirely English or are they made up of pilots from all the countries? Just curious. They're all American pilots, unless they're doing an exchange, but yes, it's the US Air Force Base. It's Lakenheath, known as RAF Lakenheath, but and we love having the Americans over here. I love this part of the world. Okay. Oh yes. So RV Travelling Bear says, yep, we've got a fifth wheeler. Yeah, I know what they are. And he's done the big loop. In other words, all around Australia 4 times. Wow. That is one big country. Wow, well done there, my man. That is living the life. Hey, pulling over, having a barbecue and all of that. Yeah, I know. But wow, that is that's a lot of miles. I'd love to know how many miles all the way round it is. I suppose that's the best way to do it, really, isn't it, hey? Because you wouldn't want to go straight across the middle in the outback. Imagine that, hey? Have you been to any of those parts? It always worries me. I mean, I've never been to Australia, but the thought of it being hundreds or maybe thousands of miles away from anywhere, breaking down, and just with, yes, nothingness. But let us know. Interesting stuff. TG, hello to you. Hi, Tish. Morning. And who else can we say hello to? Charlie the cat. I like that one. Hello, Charlie the cat. And it looks like you're a ginger cat. Wow, that's wonderful, Charlie the cat. OCB. Says, hi Stu, watching from California. I think CA, yeah, that's got to be California. Fruit Loops, yes. Ruben is also with us. Good morning from Portugal, says Ruben. Love. Oh, hey, I want to spend time down in Portugal. The only problem is they made it a little bit difficult now. I can only go for 3 months because of yes, reasons that we all know why. Anyway, Colin Griffiths. Hello, Colin. I used to see the famous... Oh, yes, it's going about album covers. Yeah, always in your mind. What else? SHGP. Volleyball match. Yes, thinking about Top Gun, no doubt. I think, anyway. Who else can we say hello to before we show you a little bit more? We're going to go back into the camera in just a moment, okay, and show you some beautiful sunset shots from last night's evening sunset show at Mildenhall. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Friday night, 7 o'clock UK time, it's the usual Friday night show. Stu Bear in the chair, and but tomorrow night it's going to be Stu Bear from a field at Mildenhall. I'm not going to be in the studio tomorrow night. That's what it normally is. Normally studio show, all edited, all polished. It's a bit like a radio show with videos. That's what we try to make it. But tomorrow night it's going to be videos direct from the camera, and looking back partly at last Saturday's air show that was at Duxford, and there's some great lovely videos coming up for you, but it's unedited. It's like we're going to do in a minute. It's direct from the camera. Okay, F-15's back in Lichfield Corridor, returning back to Lakenheath. Now, it's going to be a massive challenge to be able to film them actually coming into land, because the camera is not pointed in that direction. So I will do my best for you to get some of them coming in, but don't expect miracles, okay, because I'm very close to the fence and it's going to be an absolute nightmare, but I will give it a go. Don't expect miracles on that, okay? All right, very quickly, we're going to have a quick look at the sunset from last night. As soon as the F-15s come in on the approach, we'll give it a go. But as I said, don't expect Smokey Robinson and the miracles. Here we go. Let's get in there. Let's see some clips. And there we go.
Over 13 heavy, runway 10, wind 130 at east, clear to the option. Over 130 to the option, runway 10.
Just disappear. There we go, just showing you some clips from last night's show at Lakenheath, just while we're waiting for some more action, and that's what we've got. As I said, don't expect miracles, because we are pretty close to the fence, but we're going to try. And of course I will get back to the chat room again just a little bit later, but I'm going to give full concentration at the moment on trying to get these for you. And it's an F-35, so we just had an F-15 come in and we have the F-35 right now. Let's move the camera back again because we have another, I think it's another F-35. Let's just zoom in and let's have a look. It's an F-15. And let's have a look. So that broken F-15 there, that's going to be at some point dragged across. As you can see, the guys are getting ready over there. Still no sign of the F-16s coming out, but hey, because I was here yesterday, you got to see them anyway. So we've got that well covered for you. And now that aircraft over there, for anybody that doesn't know, well, that's just taken off from or done a fly through at Mildenhall. That's how close Mildenhall is to Lakenheath. It looks like that's probably staying in the circuit. And of course, for anybody that was with us earlier, you probably already know that's where I'll be heading back very soon. After these F-15s and 35s have landed, I'll be going back to Mildenhall. So make sure you subscribe to Airshare World wherever you're watching this. If you're just watching it on your TV, hey, subscribe to Airshare World and hit the bell icon. If you like your aircraft and a little bit of fun and games and a bit of banter in the chat, yeah, just subscribe and hit the bell icon. You'll be able to take part with all the best chat room on YouTube. It certainly is. There's only one real rule that I make, and that's at all times be respectful to everybody. Always think before you put a message in, and never upset anyone. That's the best way to live your life. Be good, be nice, and that's the golden rule. And I've got a real strong smell right now. It's all right, it's not a bad smell. It's of a burning rubber. So burning rubber on me, you can really smell it big time from the way the wind's blowing. It's blowing straight towards us. So when the aircraft land, it would burn a bit of rubber, and takes a couple of minutes, and then it hits you. I love the smell of aviation fuel, but probably doesn't do the inside much good, but just reminds me of, takes me back to the great, my favourite days of air shows are the departure days. I love those days, especially down at Waddington. Right, we're going to go back, now it's gone a little bit quiet again, we'll go back to the chat room and say hello diddly and how you doing and all of that. Hey, our good friend SHGP, he's ordered a t-shirt. Order it in, make sure it's in black, okay? It's got to be black. They're SHGP. Make sure it's black. Black is best. But yeah, you can order stuff like that under the video right now. You'll see the merchandise. And yeah, nice black t-shirt. Okay, Silent Shadow. I love the smell of aviation fuel in the morning. Yeah, you see, he said so, but I know what you mean. I know you meant to say smell. Who else can? Omar says, yeah, they have F-14 still in Iran. Yeah, I think, who else was telling us that? Bulldog 617 Squadron the other day, yes. Just some dude, I think he let us know that those some of the aircraft that we've seen take off today actually went through the Mach loop. But Omid, make sure every comment you put in doesn't offend anybody, okay? That's the golden rule. That's the only rule I make on Airshow World, all right? Free speech, but do not offend anybody. Don't upset the bear. Goodness gracious, the bear growls at times. We've got lots more aircraft coming back, and it's getting nice and warm, and I'm loving it down here. I hope we're bringing you the atmosphere from Lakenheath, and because it's totally live. But in just a moment, we're going to go back into the time vortex that is the video camera. Okay, we're going to get in there and show you some more beautiful sunsets from last night. So don't get confused, don't think it's suddenly gone to sudden darkness. No, there's not an eclipse or anything like that. The sun's not setting. We are literally delving into the camera just while it's quiet, okay? And it gives me a chance to get a quick drink of the coconut tea. Don't forget, Stu Bear, that's me right here. Airshow World is sponsored by the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, and we can give you something back. Certainly can. If you like your tea and coffee, and who doesn't? You can't beat it. Put your feet up, have a cup of tea. We can give you the best tea and coffee in the whole world, and it goes out to the whole world as well. It's called the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. The link is under the video right now. You might have to click on more, and to make it even better, we can give you 15, or they can give you 15% off every single order, and you get reward points as well. How do you get the 15% off? Dead easy. You use the code AIRSHOW, AIRSHOW. They've got over 1,000 different teas and coffees, and the best teas and coffees you will ever get, I promise you. Check them out. Whew, I'm worn out after doing that. I normally on a Friday night or a studio show, I've got an advert for that, but hi, what are we up to? The A4 had a really small radar, much smaller than the F-16, but You might be right about the avionics. Yeah, you see, everybody's having a chat amongst themselves, and that is what's brilliant about this chat room. Thank you. How many aircraft have gone up today? I think that's what Alan Q is asking. Oh, you won't believe how many. It has been probably about 24 aircraft, in something like that. Around about 18 to 20 F-15s and 6 or 8 F-35s. And remember, they've all got to recover. And we've only had what? We've had 2 F-15s come back in and 1 F-35. So they're all out there, all across the UK at the moment, out on an exercise, and some going low level. Okay, Stacey. Been fantastic, Stacey, to see your comments this morning, and thank you for joining us. And she says, right people, that's it for me for the time being. Hopefully be back again later for Mildenhall. Take care. Love to you all. Hey, and a couple of kisses as well. Hey, save your kisses for me there, Stacey. So that was a pop song from the 1970s. 1976 #1 Eurovision Song Contest winner for the UK. But there you go, music question for you. Yes, you know I like doing the music questions, ex-DJ and all of that. Yeah, who sung that? Can't get any easier than that. Do not use Google, okay? Save your kisses for me. That was a real cheesy song, but hey, it won Eurovision. That's not a really good thing sometimes. Yeah, it's had some dreadful winners, but it's had some good ones as well, you know. Bit of cheating sometimes. A few years ago, the Cliff Richard had all the votes, but I think it was in Spain where the actual show came from, and they did a bit of rigging of the voting system, and it was a total awful song that won, but poor old Cliff with congratulations, which was a great pop song. And we all know that should have won. Of course it was the Brotherhood of Man. Absolutely spot on there, Tim Roberts. #1 from April 1976. Approaching dinner time here. Oh, you're not eating again, RV. Oh, sorry. I thought it was... apologies. I thought it was our truck driver for a minute. Who was in Derby last night, but no, it's our friend in Australia. It says approaching dinner time here, so I'll say bye for now. Back a bit later. You promise? Hey, I'll hold you to that promise. All right. Don't forget, later we'll be down at Mildenhall, and providing we've got some action in the skies. But don't forget, Friday night UK time. I always do the live 1 hour show. 1 hour spectacular with Stu Bear. Don't miss it. All right. Okay, what are we up to? Bob's. Hello, Bob's Rex. Just looked it up. The A4 had an upgrade of components used in modern equipment at the time, and an upgraded armament. I can't say the word at the moment. It was equivalent to an F-16 or F-18. The A4s, Skyhawks. Yeah, I thought I was seeing things yesterday on Flight Radar. It's a Skyhawk. I love those aircraft. And apparently, who was it? Hannah F. She was telling me that they've been popping into Leeming. Let's please get some for the Royal International Air Tattoo in a couple of weeks. Right, okay. While we're just waiting, and you guys are fantastic in the chat room, don't forget, any message, always think to yourselves, hey, yeah, that's not going to upset anybody. Yeah, I'll put that message in. That's the important thing, okay? Right. Let's get into the video camera right now. You're looking at the control tower, Lakenheath, from Suffolk in the UK. But what we're going to do, I can hear some aircraft, but I think it's the returning ones going around the back. But who knows? Let's get into the video camera. We'll see a couple of more beautiful sunset shots. Don't get confused. We'll be back live with my good self, Stu Bear, in just a couple of mo's to get some more aircraft coming back into Lakenheath. Okay, are you ready? Show the clips, Mr. Bear.
flight base to your element. Option. Over 13 heavy, runway 10, wind 1308, clear to the option. Over 13 clear to option, runway 10. Outside 10, CPS there, straight 62. Contact tower, see you.
Hello. There we go, a few shots taken from last night's, a couple of quick highlights from last night's show. Live from Mildenhall, that's where it was. And that's, where, of course, where I'm staying at the moment. Johnsfield, it's a campsite, and also it's a park and view area as well. So you can just turn up, pay your £1.50 for the day, and you can stay all day. Put your feet up, have your coconut tea or whatever tea you've got from the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company in your flask, and just chill out for the whole day. It's absolutely perfect, and enjoy yourself. That's exactly what Hannah and also Malcolm did yesterday. They came over to Mildenhall, and I think they had a real good day. That to poor Hannah, she had to keep escaping out of the bright sunlight because she had the dark glasses on, protecting her eyes. Very wise, absolutely. Right, okay. Messages in the chat room, and hey, don't blame me for not getting your work done this morning. Hey, good stuff. And also, yeah, bye bye baby. Somebody asks the question, saying, oh well, did the Brotherhood of Man do that as well? No, they didn't. Bye bye baby. Well, in the 1970s, that was a big #1 hit single for the Bay City Rollers, and the Bay City Rollers are such an absolute shame. They were the lead singer, oh goodness gracious, McEwen, his first name, it's gone from my head. I was listening to an interview with him around about 18 months ago, and he was so excited. The thing he loved doing was singing, and he couldn't wait to get back. It was probably two years. It was just before COVID cut in, right? And he was looking forward so much to going back out on the road, and he loved the singing and everything else. And then tragically, around about this time last year, he died. And what a tragedy. And so yes, they sung that in the 1970s, but around about, let's think, 12 years before that, the original, well there you go, I'm going to put it out to you guys. So who sung the original of Bye Bye Baby? Oh, it's so easy, isn't it, hey? I'll give you a clue if nobody can get it. Meanwhile, let's have a look. What are we up to? Oh, so this message got trapped, but I'm going to release it because it makes me laugh. Simon Hampson, that windsock needs Viagra. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, I can let that one go. Omid, hello Omid, and so don't forget, Omid, any message you put in, please make it respectable for everybody, okay? That's the important thing. Young, hello Young. I'm trying to make out your icon. Is it a black and white dog? I think it could be. Anyway, what do you say? How do you know how many plane will fly today? You just never know. You've just got to be in it to win it. You've just got to pop down and hope that you get to see something. It's one of those things. I turned up very, very early this morning to set up and get here. But mainly, do you know what my favourite part of the day is? Getting on the Bearmobile and just cycling here. That is my favourite part, and cycling back. It was just beautiful this morning. The sun was obviously already up at that time. Anyway, Chris Coleman, good one. Who else? Greetings from Sydney. Hello, Sydney. No, I'm joking there. That's where Steve-O, that's where Steve-O is at the moment. And he's enjoying it, giving us some thumbs up and a big round of applause. Thank you. And Steve, SHGP Media, says, interestingly, it seems the NATO E3 is playing with the Eagles. Well, they shouldn't be playing the Eagles. You know, they should be getting on with their work. Oh, sorry, you mean the aeroplanes? Yeah, it's all right. Try to be funny, but it doesn't always work, you know. The Eagles, pop group. It's terrible when you have to explain the jokes, isn't it? Let's have a look. What are we doing? Oh, we're going through the chat room. Sorry, I was just losing my thread for a minute. Who else? Oh, Matt, Val, hello to you. Sawmill, hey, we got Sawmill. Hey, Sawmill was on the, just like a lot of people were last night, was on the chat. And Sawmill, obviously you saw some of those videos. The last clip that I showed from the video camera just then, it was the Osprey coming in, because we were hoping the Osprey was going to come in when I was actually live. But as you noticed, it was pretty dark when that came in, and the rotors, it just came straight into land. If it had come through, did a fast fly past, you'd have got that fantastic green glow. You did get a little bit of it, but the rotors were in the landing configuration, just like a helicopter, okay? But look out for that. It looks amazing when it flies through fast with the green glow from it. Looks like a UFO coming towards you, but you know it's a noisy Osprey by the sound. You hear it from miles back. Chris Avery. Oh, sorry, Chris Airy. Hi, Stu Bear. Delighted to see these live streams back. Good work. Well, Chris, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Oh, who else? Oh, so SHGP. Now, you see, he's wanted to get lots of work done today, but he's sort of straying from it slightly. Here we go. Here's the message you put in. I had all these plans today of sitting down and writing up a report, and then Stu Bear went live. Curse you, Stu Bear. We love you, mate. We love you. And yeah, Steve will be looking after the bear in a couple of weeks in down at the Air Tattoo. Really looking forward to meeting up, mate. I tell you, he's a good lad. And it was great because we met up last Friday at Duxford. He says, it's my excuse and I'm sticking to it, Stu. All right. Hey, who else have we got? Absolutely. No, Tim Roberts. Well, yeah, the Bay City Rollers, they had the, not the original. So did anybody get that question right? So that's what we wanted to know. Who did the original version of Bye Bye Baby? What mics are you using? Sounds great. Richard Bryce. Well, the mics I'm using for this particular show, they're those lapel mics, you know, the little clip-on other side. Yeah, when I'm doing an air show, I use because I've got two separate mics here, so you get a nice stereo sound, you know, with the stereo. There we go. Hello that side, and hello that side. There we go. We're back to normal sound. But when, yes, I'm doing an air show and not doing a live stream, I use the mics on the ground separated. Okay, so you'll notice when I do the playback the videos from the air shows, you get this beautiful, beautiful separate sound. So you get a lovely stereo split. Sounds great, okay? So listen out for those. You'll be hearing some of that tomorrow night. Join me 7 o'clock, between 7 and 8. Now, what is flying fast over there? Let's have a look just above the trees. Over, looks like it's done a fly through down at Mildenhall. That's how close Mildenhall is. There we go. Looks like a couple of F-15s. So just burning up a little bit of extra fuel before they come back to Lakenheath. That's where we are at the moment. So that'll keep everybody happy. Down at John's Field. That's where I'll be hightailing it back in a short while. They certainly are. LT Viber Pilot, the hey, it's our lovely lady. We love her to bits. LT Viber Pilot. She's in Seattle. Yep, they're over here. They came over a couple of weeks ago, and they got ferried over in the transport aircraft. Oh, I've got me. It's all right. I've got the tripod stuck. Sorry about that. We'll pick them up in just a second. Because this is a bit of a challenge. And their first sort of display, it's not a full display they're going to be doing, but they're going to be at Southport Air Show in a couple of weeks. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. It's not a full air show they're going to be doing there. It's a 7-minute routine, but their air show is going, here we go, pick them up nice now. Their air show is the full display is going to be at the Royal International Air Tattoo in around about 3 weeks, 4 weeks time, something like that. I think it's 3 weeks now. As I said earlier, this is a massive challenge to be able to film these coming in. Easy to take off because that's how I've positioned the camera. A little bit tricky, but I'll do my best. Here we go. And we'll move the camera very swiftly back. Well, I don't know if anybody has got the answer to that question I gave out earlier, but yeah, who's some bye-bye babe? Somebody asked a question anyway, so it sent me off on one. So let's have a look. Did anybody get it right? Oh, LT, you should have seen earlier, honestly, that we've had around about 20 plus. It's like a fishing story, isn't it? Hey, we get more and more as the day goes on. But I think it was around about 20 F-15s taking off this morning, and they're all over the UK at the moment on doing exercises and what have you, practicing and you name it. And wow, so LT, just rewind the video a little bit and get to those highlighted bits. You will absolutely love it. And I don't think anybody got that question right. Dear oh Lord above. What did anybody? I'm just quickly going through the chat. There we go. Tim Roberts, did you Google this? Did you Google it, hey? That looks a bit too spot on for me, but yes, it was the fantastic Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So I'm just getting carried away then. Love Frankie Valli. Well, I love his music. I mean, I don't love him personally. He's not a personal friend of mine, and I don't want any rumours of that nature. He's well in his 80s, isn't he now? And he can still blast out a tune. Wonderful. He really is. Great, unique voice. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And if you want to see a good musical, go and see the Jersey Boys. I went down to London to see it, and I was loving it so much, right? I was literally with my mouth open all the way through, which was not very good, I was loving it so much. I took in every single second. Fantastic show. Tim Roberts is showing his age. Well, there's worse things to show, isn't there, Get in there, top man. Hayden J. Robbins is just ordering some good old English tea from the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. Yeah, because that's what we do right here. We look after you. And reward points and all that good stuff is the best place to get your tea. Check out the Pluckley tea. Now that is nice, it really is. That's just your standard tea bags, but it's got such a gorgeous taste. It really is supreme, it's the best. And don't forget, 15% off, 15 every single purchase. And not just your first. You use that code AIRSHOW, AIRSHOW. It's uppercase, and you put that in at the checkout. We've got 2 lights coming towards us, so that means we've got 2 aircraft. Whereabouts is it? Let's. Oh, this is so difficult. My back is up against the wall. Okay, let's do our best for this. As I said, it is rather tricky, but we'll do it. And it's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, of course, over 1,000 different teas and coffees. And you will find a link under this video that you're watching right now. If you're watching on a TV, just Google Kent, K-E-N-T, and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And use the code AIRSHOW. Anyway, let's go quiet. Enjoy. Right, I'm going to have to make a slight alteration on the tripod. As I said, it's not set up for doing the approach shots, and I got the arm trapped. Not my arm, the arm of the... Let's get the camera ready for the shot there. So just let me make a slight alteration, maybe a bit of movement. There we go, that's... Hopefully the tripod arm won't get trapped this time. We'll find out. Yeah, that should be okay. That's what you get. It's warts and all, because we're absolutely live. Warts and all, one person, one man. Doing the videoing, doing the chat room, doing everything, drinking cups of teas and everything else, talking to you great folks, and that's a nice shot, isn't it? Let's get the top one. There we go. And in a moment we will just lose it for a second, but then we'll pick it up again as it clears the fence to come into land. So keep the chat in the chat room going. Don't forget, make it respectful to everybody, or else yeah, the bear will growl. Right, let's get this F-15. Turn-in finals. Is it going to go through and do another flyby? We will find out in a second. There we go, Christy, for you. That's our Christy over in Seattle. She loves her fast jets, and I bet you're looking forward to seeing some video of the Black Eagles. And if you want to see them displaying live, check out Planes TV, because at the Royal International Air Tattoo, Planes TV are going to be, well, they normally do, and I'm pretty sure they will be this year. They'll be streaming live from the Royal International Air Tattoo, so you'll be able to see it all actually happening. So have a look at them. Great guys. Planes TV. They do lots of, they do the live streaming from the air shows. Meanwhile, gosh, can you believe it? It's getting towards 10:30 in the morning right here. Right, let's get to the chat room. Lots of great folks. We love you to bits. Thank you for joining my good self. And everybody else, of course, in the chat room. Karen Karen, hello. Hey, what's Karen up to? Are you having a good day today, Karen? Hey? Bring on the sunshine. I think she said earlier it wasn't, it was a bit cloudy, drizzly and all the rest of it. It's getting better here. Beautiful blue skies first thing this morning, clouded over a little bit, which did me a bit of a favour, to be honest, when the sun was like, the sun's way high now, but it looks like more blue sky heading directly towards me. LT loves the sound of fighter jets in the morning. Yeah, don't we just, hey? Neil Rail Basher, he's back with us. Oh, you're having a nice bowl of fruit, some strawberries and apples and everything, bit of melon. Very nice. Enjoy that. Stu Bear, I'm having some breakfast. Yum. Yeah, I can see you are. Look at that, eh? Wow. And who else have we got? Nicholas Taylor, hello from Leamington Spa. Now that's a lovely place as well. Not too far from where we were mentioning earlier, Warwick, and also Shakespeare's birthplace of Stratford upon Avon. Beautiful little towns just round there. Leamington Spa, gorgeous. And who else? Alessandro, hello Alessandro, fabulous coverage, thank you so much, he says. Sad news about the Huey helicopter incident. Oh my lord above, that's not good. Ooh, good thanks. Karen, how are you? Hey, see, they're having a bit of a chat. That's what I love. It's not the voice. What happened to the voice? That's Hannah F. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. I know, I think that. Do you know what? I was thinking the same a couple of days ago. I was a bit further down and up on the Warren, where all the rabbits come out to play in the late evening. You can tell that because there's droppings everywhere. And anyway, some fantastic shots. And this one particular F-15, he was really buzzing the tower. And that came to mind. Yeah, the famous saying, no, negative, the tower is full. The pattern is full. All right. I always miss some of you folks in the chat room, but I will do my best. Chris Coleman. Oh, yeah, on the tripod. What kept happening? The arm was in the wrong position, and it just kept getting, well and truly caught. At least it wasn't my leg this time. Not that I was getting my leg caught on a tripod. We'll pan over to those F-15s in just a moment. But I think we've got it set, the tripod, just about right now. But it is from the location. How I've got it set, it's very tricky to be able to film with it. As I explained, I will do my best. We shouldn't get trapped this time. Right, let's move it round. There we go, getting a bit dizzy. Dance yourself dizzy. Hey, who sung? There you go, another one for you while you're just waiting. Who sung that? Dance yourself dizzy. I think it was only a hit in the UK and Europe from 1980. I think it was a number 2 hit. Number 2 hit from 1980. Dance yourself dizzy. So I almost went into DJ mode. So yeah, who sung that? Don't Google it, you naughty people. I can see you. I know what you're doing, going into Google. That reminds me, it's about 10:30. Time for Ken Bruce and his Popmaster. Quickly, come on, let's get back to get this next one coming in. Where are you? Oh, you're there. And of course, I'm not keeping count at all. 4, is that 4 that have come in? And F-35. So there is still a lot more out there. Okay, looking at the control tower. And in just a moment, I shall be looking at the chat room. So let's get back. Liquid. I nearly gave the answer away then, didn't I? Hey, yes. Dance yourself dizzy. Who sung that? Right. Let's get down, right down to it, and get down to the bottom of the chat room. Hey, Brian K, spot on, my man. It was Liquid, and Tim Roberts got it as well. Hope you're not Googling the answers, you know. Is it from memory? Liquid Gold, of course it was. Yeah, I mean, it was an okay song. It was all right. But, oh boy, when they appeared on Top of the Pops, my goodness me, did they look cheesy and goofy and all the rest of it. I really loved the song until I saw them on Top of the Pops and went, oh, Lord above. I make these pop questions too easy, don't I? Hey, but well done, guys. Yep, to Brian K and also to Tim Roberts and anybody else that got in there. Malcolm Janes says, and Kenny Loggins playing in your head. Yeah. What was the big hit for Kenny Loggins? Hey. Something I needed to do the other day when I fell off the bike. Needed to get my something loose. Oh, did you see some bunnies, LT Viper pilot? Hey, you get lots of hairs down here. And I'm not talking about Andy hair either. Fantastic. Well, there you go, LT Viper pilot. Malcolm Janes says, yeah, there will be live filming at Royal International Air Tattoo. So it's if you can't make the Air Tattoo, it's certainly worth watching those guys. They do a great job, and a friend of mine's actually videoing for them. Young lad, he's brilliant. That's Adam. Matt Val. She says, I've had a nice tea bag this morning. Oh, so nice. Dunked in my go ahead bars. Right, okay. But I bet it, hey, was it the Stu Bears recommended? Hey, sponsored and all the rest of it. Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. If not, why not? You know where to get it. Get it cheap. It's better than all those stuff that's... Don't buy the rubbish off the shelf. It's awful. It's been there for years. You know, it's out of date. This that I'm telling you about, it's you know, it's actually done just when you need it. Okay, so they don't bag it up or anything like that until you order it. Hey, we're all Top Gun fans in here, hey? All the quotes and what have you. Hello from the USA, says Brian. Hello, Brian. Simon Hampson. Yeah, I can't read that one out, but I like the message. Tell you what, you know, it was their image, you know, their management team that, yeah, you've got to wear this, you've got to wear that. You can just imagine them saying, for God's sake, we don't want to wear, I can't, no, I'm useless at accents. In a Scottish accent, they must have been saying, we can't wear that. No, wear this, wear that, you know. Yeah, but we look idiots. No, you won't. And I'll make you a millionaire. Unfortunately, I don't know if you know the story with the Bay City Rollers. They had masses and masses of hits. They were, especially, well, they had hits in the UK. In fact, there was one song never even made it in the UK, Dancing on a Saturday Night. Didn't make it in the UK, but it was #1 in Canada, and I'm not sure about America, but never made our charts. How bizarre. But all their other songs were massive hits. Keep On Dancing, I think, was their first one in 1971, that sort of time. But they were absolutely huge for around about 5 years, 6 years, give or take. But as usually happens with a lot of pop groups, especially in the 70s and early 80s, they would have a massive big hit and people just got fed up with it, and they just went downhill. Anyway, as the story goes with the Bay City Rollers, sorry for boring you about this, but they were making a fortune, or somebody was. So there they were, going all around the world, thinking to themselves, hey, yeah, we're going to be able to put our feet up in a few years. We'll be able to do whatever we want. Someone stole all the money. Nobody knows where it went, whether the manager wasn't looking after them properly or whatever happened. But they ended up, all the guys, broke. They never got their money. What happened to it? All the millions that they made. Don't worry, yeah, I'm Mr. 10%. I'll look after you guys. I think he took 100%. I'm not saying it was the manager at all, but somebody took their money. Sommel is saying hi to Darren and Colin. Well, I'm looking for... Oh, there's Colin. Colin Lee's Hearts from Scotland. There we go. So, I don't know how old you are, but yeah, of course, that's where they were from. The guys we were just talking about. It was just a thought, you know, because they were, as I say, they were, some of them were rough diamonds. There's no doubt about it. And they had to wear... there's nothing wrong with tartan at all. It was just the way they... I could just imagine them, what they were saying. We're not wearing that. So for the moment, just doing a bit of chat while we're waiting for the next batch of F-15s to come through. In fact, wait no longer. I think it's an F-35, so let's move the camera around. Don't forget, it's difficult to film these because I'm not positioned. Oh, this is painful. But hopefully we won't get the camera trapped this time. It's somewhere up there. We'll pick it up in a second. In fact, we'll pick it up as it banks quite high. And there we go, any second. Come on, can you? Ah, there you are, thank you. And in a moment, we will lose you, but don't worry, we'll pick you up as you clear the fence. So we'll get ready. There we go, a little bit higher, and there you are. Let's get you in the center. Right, let's concentrate. We'll keep the camera in that direction, like we have done for the last few, until we get the next arrival. Come on, bring on that blue sky. It's getting closer and closer to us. Nicholas, Austin, yeah, hey, F-16s, they are here. There is F-16s here. And we showed those a little bit earlier. They haven't come out to play this morning yet, but maybe later, but I'll probably be gone. But I did show the F-16s a little bit earlier. Right, look at the way these descend. Now, on last night's show, I was talking about this and the fact that I didn't even know, because the cloud base, there's blue sky on the way, but there's a bit of cloud. I didn't even know they'd gone over the top. So high they go, but then their descent is just unbelievable. They descend so fast from extreme heights. F-35s, let's go quiet. Let's get the next one. Here we go. And we've got the, I think that was them actually, we've got the Norwegian F-35s here as well at the moment. They came in yesterday. Quickly getting back. And there they go. Whew. Don't forget, a little later today, hopefully, if we have some action down at Milden Hall, I shall be live again a little bit later today, because that's where I'll be heading just soon as we've had a few more aircraft come back. Alf Parkin is with us. Alf, so whereabouts are you now? He said, great to see Lakenheath. I used to live near there many years ago. So whereabouts are you now there, Alf? And thank you for joining my good self Stu Bear with Airshow World. Eagle Eye, hello Eagle Eye, nice to see you as well. And great to see lots of new folks joining us today, and obviously new subscribers and all the rest of it. So wow, it's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. What flavour tea are you drinking, Stu? Coconut. It is gorgeous. If you like coconut, hey, get it right now. Coconut tea, Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, the best tea and coffee company in the whole world. Don't you forget it. 15% off every single order. How do you do that? Dead easy. Hey, use the code AIRSHOW, AIRSHOW. The link is under the video right now. They post to all over the world. I'm watching from Bulga. Where is that? There, Andrew. Oh, it's let's have a look. Australia, by the looks of it. Is that Australia? John Bullen. Hello, John. And who else can we say hi to? Summel. Hello, Summel DG13. And who else? I don't know. Lots of people. Darren Parker, My stepdad's band, Charlie, we were on the old grey whistle test and the Bay City Rollers introduced them. Get away! How's about that? That's amazing. Nice one, Darren. Tim Roberts, did you get the tartan stitched down your jeans? Well, I didn't. No. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of them. You know, I mean, I appreciate the song, you know, pop tunes and all the rest of it, but I wasn't a massive, you know. But they had some big hits. I probably appreciate them more now because, you know, the fact that they were looking forward so much to getting out there. Or Les McEwen, that's it. That is his name, is it? Gosh, I feel so bad. I should know all of these straight away. Nicholas Taylor, 2 tiger moths have gone over Cambridge. Right, nice one. Morning Stu, that's DG13. Morning Stu, following on from my comment yesterday. What time does flying normally finish at Royal International Air Tattoo? Right, well, on the arrival days, could be any time up to around about 8 o'clock, really. But on the airshow days, depending how much they have flying, I think they'll always have a big flying program, so expect flying from around about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning as far as display stuff until around about 6 o'clock at night. It is a full-on show, it really is. On the Friday, they have got a show as well, but it's a air show / arrivals. Okay, so some arrivals in the morning, air show start, I'm not sure what time, probably 11, something like that, until around about 4 o'clock-ish, that sort of time. So it's not a full day like it is on Saturday and Sunday, but it's still a great day, providing the weather's good. Last time I was there in 2019, it was a washout on the, was it 20? Yes, it was 2019. It was a complete washout on the Friday. Aisha Kennedy, morning Stu, on this beautiful hot sunny day here in Fleetwood on the Irish sea coast. Oh my, I hope, beautiful, hey? Don't you love, well, I love red hot, hotter the better. Everybody was moaning, no, they weren't moaning, they were saying, guys, so hot. This was last Friday. Man, it was 33 degrees. I think it went up to about 34. But I was loving it. I like it hot. We had a good strong breeze blowing. Brighton K, oh yeah, we were mentioning that earlier, weren't we? Hey, Kenny Loggins, foot loose. I did get my foot loose eventually the other day, and who is it? Hannah F will know what I'm talking about. Hey, more aircraft coming through, because there's a lot out there and there's still a lot more to recover. I can hear them probably above this cloud at the moment, because we have got that cloud, but Mr. Blue Sky is on its way. Oh, that's an easy one for you. Mr. Blue Sky. Yeah, who sung that? I must make the questions harder. All right, so you're there. Okay, so there's an F-15 flying and descending, and we'll pick that up in just a moment. Hi Stu Bear, watching live from sunny Turkey. Great stream. Big thumbs up to you for watching, and thank you for joining us today. Right, let's move it around. We're going to see this F-15 coming in. Maybe it'll go straight in, might do a fly through. We'll find out. All will be revealed in just a second. Clear the fence. He just has. And of course, don't forget, this is it is live right here from RAF Lakenheath with the US Air Force. The F-16s haven't come out to play as yet, but we did show them around about 45 minutes ago. Oh, and the temperature started to get a little bit warmer. What a gorgeous, beautiful day. Anyway, as you can see, this time you saw an F-15 just a moment ago. Right now, we have an F-35. And we'll pick that up again. As you know, the scores on the doors. Hey, we just get them on the approach, and then we get them to land. But I've got this fence going right the way down, and that's where we lose them. But hey, do our best. I wasn't going to do any arrivals, landings and what have you, because that's how I've got the camera set for today, just for takeoffs. But hey, what the heck, we'll do it for you. And it's quite high. Let's see. It's going to be a challenge to be able to get to you. You are well high in the sky, but we'll try to find you. There you are. Now watch the descent rate of this. And let's see, is it an F-35? Is it an F-15? I think it's an F-15. Yogi? Don't forget, a couple of F-15s on the where they do the final checks, so they could be going up fairly soon. And that F-35 that just went through a couple of moments ago did that caisson style approach where it literally swoops from the sky and comes down. I'm going to go fairly wide on this so you get a sort of feel what it's like whereabouts I'm filming from. Now you remember earlier, we'll go back to these F-15s, okay? But do you remember earlier, some of the F-15s, they didn't use the afterburners, and I said, well, yay, just remember, okay, if you whereabouts they lifted and how they went up, okay? We're going to compare them. Yeah, more aircraft going over the top. You can hear those. So when these F-15s go, let's hope they use the burners and we'll just compare. And the aircraft that didn't use the burners, they sort of lifted around about that sort of point, okay? And the climb rate was much slower. Well, we think. We will find out. And somewhere up there we have more F-15s coming in. Keep the messages coming into the chat room. I will get back to it when I get a chance to be able to do that again. As always, remember the golden rule right here with Stu Bear's Airshow World. Always make sure it is polite to everybody. Don't upset anybody. Always think before you write. And the word is, always make sure it's respectful to everybody. We've got people all over the world watching. Oh, there you are. Okay, right. Get off. Sorry, I've got had a creature crawling up me. Ugh. Well, actually, it was a ladybird. Now, what is it about ladybirds? Now, if that was a black sort of beetle or anything else, which is suppose what they are, you'd be, oh, get it off. Oh. The ladies would be screaming, oh, get it off, get up. But ladybirds, I don't know why. It's just, you know, oh, they're cute. Yeah, whatever. He certainly did. Tim is asking the question. Tim Firkins says, did Barry Blue have a hit in the... He certainly did in the UK. He had a big hit with Dancing on a Saturday Night. Also in the USA, Flash Cadillac and the Continental Kids had a hit with it in the USA. And in Canada, the Bay City Rollers had a #1 hit. Yeah, okay, yeah, I used to be a professional DJ. That's where all this comes from. And it's just like a jigsaw puzzle. It just all comes, it's all coming back to me now. Come on, who sung that? Easy. Oh, why do I make these questions too easy? It's all coming back to me now. And I'm not talking about the morning after lots of drink. And I'm not talking about snacks and goodies. Oh no. So on that question, okay, we don't want you to Google it. It's all coming back to me now. Big hit in the late 80s, early 90s possibly. I want to know who sung it, but not just that. Who wrote and produced it? Simple question. See, I do these questions just so you start singing away in your head. So they've done the final checks for the guys on the other side of the other side of the runway. So they're going to wait for a little while. This side, I'm trying to be as careful as possible where I'm putting, where I'm putting my feet, because I don't want to stand on that ladybird which was climbing up my leg. I'm hoping it's safe and gone. Right, where were we? Let's, right, chat room time. See if anybody got that right. Oh, Celine Dion, of course it was. But who? Nope. It wasn't Meatloaf. But that is a very good answer. Come on, who wrote and produced that brilliant, brilliant tune? It's about the only song I really liked by Celine Dion, mainly because of the main man that actually wrote and produced, and sadly no longer with us. Has anyone been to the Mac Loop? MF, I've certainly been. Not been since 2016, and I think some aircraft, F-15s, flew through today. Samuel, Stephen Miller is saying hi to Samuel. Can anybody get who actually wrote and produced that song by Celine Dion? I'm going through the list. Someone must have put it in by now. We've got so many great folks. Sleepy Spider is wide awake. Sleepy Spider, where have you been all this time? Hold your hand out right now. Hey, good to see you, Sleepy. It's Radio Nigel. I always want to say Radio Gaga. Radio Nigel, thanks to best chat room on the web. Yeah, it is. It is the best chat room. You say it, I say it, we all say it. It is the best because it's all down to you folks. No moderator or anything like that. It's free speech and all the rest of it. The most important thing is I leave it to you guys, right, to be respectful to everybody. Of course, if we get the odd dodgy one in, you know, it all happens. Yeah, I will delete them. But the golden rule, you know what it is. Always be respectful to everybody, and we love you for it. Hey, yo, Stu, what's up? Hey, what's up? Lots of F-15s and F-35s, that's what's up. Good to see you, Sleepy. Stephen says lots of aircraft and helicopters in southwestern Turkey fighting the fires. It happens every year, doesn't it, eh? In the warmer climes, Spain, south of France. As it gets hotter and hotter down there, and yeah, they've had some hot weather just in fact, the hot weather in France, south of France, is a lot earlier than normal. It's been like 40 plus degrees, which is, hey, I've been there, I've done that, and it is hot. But that's normally in the very end of June and July, so very, very warm. Anyway, let's see, what have we got? Did anybody get that question right? I'm going to give you the answer. Oh, he's got it right. Stephen Miller, fantastic. Jim Steinman, 100% correctamundo. Oh, I love his produced songs. They are just brilliant. And of course, with the main man, no longer with it. Well, they're both no longer with us anymore. Of course, with Meatloaf. Photo View says, looks like nice weather there. It's beautiful, mate. It really is. It's not as crystal clear blue skies wall to wall as it was first thing this morning and yesterday, but it is clearing all the time, and clouded over just as I went live at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock? Goodness gracious. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3 hours, 15 minutes. The bear has been talking to you guys. How on earth does he do it? I do not know. I'll ask him one day. It's because, as I said, we've got the best chat room on the web. You see, that's not a respectful comment, so Paul, I'm sorry about that, but it's got to go. Be respectful. Mr. Scribbs. Thank you, Mr. Scribbs. He's a nice guy. You see, if you don't like it, it's like Marmite, isn't it, eh? Either you like it or you hate it. So if you hate it, just walk on by. But of course, the important thing is, did you get with the bear? Never talks over the aircraft when they're coming in and taking off. That's the important thing. I want to hear the sound of the aircraft, just like you do. MF says, in the forecast at the end of next week, we could have some very hot air coming in. A lot of hot air coming from me at the moment, from the Azores, but it could be very unsettled with a risk of thunderstorms and heavy downpours. Let's hope we don't get the rain here in the UK. When it starts raining, it never knows when to stop. Ha ha! You love Marmite, you love Airshow World as well. Thank you. That's Stephen Miller. Hey, we'll give it a try, MF. Get down to the Mac Loop, and the best thing to do, if you go to the loop, right, don't go expecting to see anything. If you do see anything, it's a bonus. That's the best way to think about it. A bit like fishing. So on this morning's show, I'm going to hang on just a little bit longer so you can see these F-15s take off and leave wherever they're going to go. And we haven't seen the F-16s this morning, but I did show you them earlier in the stream. And when you saw those F-16s, they were from yesterday. No doubt they will be going out later this afternoon, unless that's one. No, that's an F-15 going round the back and parking up. Or coming out, maybe. A little later, as soon as I finished here, I'll be heading back to Mildenhall. So if, for all the regular followers, you know the score, just do the subscribe to Airshow World if you haven't already done that. If you're in the chat room, you're obviously subscribed. And make sure you've got the little, what is it called? What do they call it? Yeah, you hit that little icon and then you get the notifications when we go live. Ooh, you got the Biscoffs, have you? Oh, very nice. That's Chris Coleman. Can't beat a Biscoff. Do you know what I like doing with a Biscoff? Apart from dunking it. Get a Biscoff biscuit, right? Dunk it in, some, as long as it's your own personal pot of Nutella. Put it in the Nutella, dunk it in there, then get some coconut, yeah? The desiccated coconut. Dip it in there. Oh, wow. You've got your own Bounty bar, a crunchy Bounty bar. That reminds me, I've got a Bounty in the bag. Give it a try. Biscoff biscuit. In the Nutella. Coconut. Your eyes will be rolling in delight. Dreamland, I can tell you. Okay, Sleepy, we'll catch you later. I think he's disappearing. He's going, it's probably, what is it? What time is it there? Probably around about 10 o'clock in the evening. Always good to see you anyway, Sleepy. So thank you for joining us. We've missed you. Really have. Because normally my show goes out at 7 o'clock in the evening. Friday night. Be with the Bear tomorrow night between 7 and 8 o'clock for the 60-minute show. Going to be live from the field at Mildenhall. Showing you what we were up to last Saturday. I was at Duxford Air Show. And so was Anna F. and Malcolm James. It's 6 p.m. is it over there in Australia? I thought it would be a lot later, but hey. There you go, he knows, the man knows. Will do, Stu. Thank you, mate. Y'all have fun. We certainly will. There you go, I'm just reading them out. Because some people can't see the chat room, that's why I read them out. Because some people are watching on their television. Well, they are waiting a while, aren't they, hey? So normally, when it goes a little bit, while we're waiting for action, I delve into the video camera. How much battery power have I got? 44 minutes, okay. Right. I need to do a slight alteration here. The tripod. Let's get that absolutely straight again. Think we're back. Yep. So the on your screens, probably that F-15 was probably sliding off. We don't want it to slide off the edge of your screen. It's nice and straight now. For a couple of minutes, I'm going to delve into the chocolate box, which is the video camera here. I'm going to have a quick drink of coconut tea to keep myself ticking over. So you're going to be looking at some videos, okay? So direct from the camera. As soon as movements here, taking off or landing, we'll be live, totally live, okay? Stay with the bear. You know it makes sense. Here we go. And not to get confused, they were from yesterday afternoon, but you're back live with the Bear, and we've got some F-15s just about to take off. Don't forget what we were looking at earlier. We saw some without burners. Let's see where these left. And of course with the afterburners, as you could see, so that was what we were comparing to, where the red and white housing for the arrestor cable is. That's where, without the burners, they were lifting, and quite a bit before that. And certainly, of course, that's what it's all about. A lot more oomph. I know that's not a very good terminology, but hey, it'll do, it'll do. Right, last look at the chat room for this morning. So time to get your last messages in before I do my favourite bit, which is heading back to Mildenhall. Certainly looking forward to the ride back there. Oh, love what I do. Okay. Stu, you sound like Richard O'Brien. Richard O'Brien. Now, Richard O'Brien. Oh, let me think. Now, Richard O'Brien. Was that the guy from... Yeah, he did. Is that the guy who did Rocky Horror? And also he did the TV program. Let me think. I may be wrong. May have the wrong person. You let me know, okay? TV program. Oh, Crystal Maze. I don't know. Might have been him. Might not have been. Let me know in the chat room right now. And because you've got just a couple of minutes to get the message in. Last few messages coming up. Thanks for a super stream. Thank you, Jock Die. Jock, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Nicholas Taylor. Nice departures. Chris Coleman. He said, I missed that. I mean, Wellingborough gutted. I'm not sure. Okay. It was it? That I did get it right. It was, yes. Yeah, he always used to talk about Mumsy. Yes. Oh, I got Mum. Yeah, he doesn't talk like that at all now. I'll just talk like Stu Bear then. Okay, love the burners. Yes, Nigel. That's Radio Nigel. Radio Nigel, if ever I say Radio Gaga instead of your name, you will forgive me, okay? Because I just have different things in my mind at times. You don't want to know what's going on in my mind. Goodness gracious. Awesome show, Stu, says Stephen Miller. Thank you. And they're all confirming it was the Crystal Maze that he was also in, and I'm pretty sure he was the main man for Rocky Horror. That's right. Great footage, even with the fence in the way. I know it's really difficult, isn't it? But hey, you know, we do what we can, and it's more about bringing you the atmosphere and fun, the fun facts of Airshow World, and yeah. And the fun facts that you guys put into the chat room, because that's what it's all about. Neil Rel Basher at Stuber really enjoyed this stream today. Kept me entertained while getting the container unloaded. Leicester to Southampton this afternoon. See you soon. Hey, my man, you're the top man, and you never know when you get down to Southampton and you put your feet up for the night down there, you know, in your lay-by or wherever you're stopping for the night. Put your feet up. join Stu Bear. I might be live tonight, but I tell you what, I will certainly be live tomorrow night between 7 and 8 o'clock. Every Friday night, you can guarantee pretty much set your clock by the bear. Exactly 7 o'clock. We do the Friday night live, normally from the studio, but at the moment, because we're out and about, enjoying ourselves, having a real good jolly and a good time, it's going to be live from a field, looking at some of the videos from last Saturday's show at Duxford, and together with a few bits that we're probably going to take tonight and tomorrow in the daytime. Cameron Curran, we love you. Yay, love you to bits. At Stu Bear, your show makes my morning brighter. Love your show. I love to know that you're watching. MF, great footage. Even the yeah, we did that one. Stephen Miller, yeah, did that. Hannah F, the lovely Hannah F. Oh, it was wonderful to meet her yesterday. What a fantastic couple they are. Such nice people, and lovely things they were saying. Love you to bits. Thanks for the stream, she says. We're missing planes already. Hey. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, Alf Parkin, he confirms that about yeah, Crystal Maze and all that sort of stuff. Okay, who else can we say? Yes, we've done Nicholas and Daniel. Hello, big eyes. He's looking all around. Have I missed anybody? Chris R, hello. Hello, he is on his lunch break. Hey, early lunch today, mate. Mind you, it all depends what time you start. You know, hey, I was up at 5 a.m. this morning. 5 a.m. and a New York subway. So I'm going off on the music again, aren't I? I bet you don't know who sung that one. Actually, it was called 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on New York subway. Now, who sung that? I know. Do you know? Lewis says, what aircraft is that? Well, gosh, that's an old message. Well, it would either have been the F-16 or a F-15 or an F-35. They're the three things we've showed today. Stu, is it busy at the campsite there over with overnight? 2 nights ago, it was absolutely, I'd say it was pretty full. But last night, it was a little bit quieter. So, hey, if you fancy coming over to John's Field, come on over. But you can come over for the day. It's £1.50, pay in the honesty box, £1.50 per person. And then you can watch all those wonderful aircraft if there's any flying. But if there's also a campsite there, and just Google it. The Nook campsite, aka John's Field. But if you do want to come over, make sure you do book it in with John beforehand. Don't just turn up, because you might not be able to get in. There we go. So right, your message got trapped for a minute there. New rail basher. Just released that. Yeah, Alf Poggins says thanks to Nicholas. Augustine, great show and great camera work. I do my best. Hey, it'd be great if I didn't have a great big fence in front of me, but it's about 12, 13 feet tall. I'm not that tall, and there's no way of being able to stand on it or even getting. You would never get a vehicle here, you know. It's a good job I've got the Bearmobile, isn't it? There we go. We're in the middle of nowhere. There we go. That's what it looks like. Can't always get up here, but. I was able to get over here today. Right, so if you're coming over this afternoon, there is the other end of the runway. That's where I recommend you go, because you've got Mr. Burger Man over there, and you can get a drink, burger and all that, cup of tea. It doesn't sell Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company, so that's not so good. But yeah, you can go over, see Dave and get a drink and all that good stuff. That's the other end of the runway, and there is an official viewing enclosure there. And you can park your car and fill your boots, as they would say. Great stream, says Colin Hill. Right, need to E3 heading your way. I'd imagine it's probably heading to Mildenhall. So as I cycle back, I'll probably be doing circuits. Okay, you have exactly 15 seconds to get a last message in, and then the bear is out of here. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on this extended long show today. Around about getting towards 4 hours today. Wow, that is something. And who else? I think that's just about it. You can hear aircraft. They are starting to power up. So if you're coming down here, you're going to be in for a treat, because that sounds like it's going to be flying throughout the whole day. All right, you take care, everybody. And the last word today goes to Radio Nigel. Thanks, Stu. You made my day. You made my day as well. Big heart. Same back. Take care. Have yourself a great rest of your Tuesday. Make sure you got the notifications working. Thanks for subscribing. I will see you later, all being well, from Mildenhall. Hey, the bear is out of here. Have yourself a great few hours. Bye for now. Yeah, I've just got to just drop back in for a second, because I must say a big thank you to Colin Hill. He's just put a really kind donation into the chat room. Colin, thank you. That really means so much. It'll go into the fuel tank to fuel the vehicles to get out and about all around the country. Colin Hill, thank you so much. I'm going to go back into the video camera, okay, and show you a few more little highlights while I start to take my clothes off. Sorry, while I start to take everything down. And I'm talking about the equipment. Actually, I do need to take a few clothes off. It's getting very hot. Hey, we'll catch you later. Bye for now.